Hey guys, it's John V from PhoneArena here. Right now I'm doing a first look comparison between the HTC One M8 for Windows and of course the original HTC One M8, which is, we all know, running Android. So they basically are identical in terms of their physical appearances. Choice of materials, build quality, identical. Now, technically the one I'm using here is the Harman Kardon edition of the HTC One M8 for Sprint, but honestly, if you look at even the original version, it's identical minus the color scheme. So the Verizon version is right from the get-go. It's going to support the gunmetal gray color, which is of course one of the default colors of the HTC One M8 for Android. So the feel, the construction is top-notch with both. They're made from the same brushed aluminum frame, so you have that very sturdy feel to the two. Same exact weight, same size, so the design is very modern and appealing with both. And for a Windows phone from HTC, it's nice to see something different aside from the Lumia type of branded devices out there. They both feature front-firing speakers with the HTC Boom sound. They also feature the same 4-megapixel ultra-pixel cameras in the rear, so nothing different about it. You're going to have the duo camera right there for the secondary one for depth information. Same processor, same hardware, so it's a 5-inch 1080p Super LCD 3D display with Gorilla Glass 3. And looking at that, of course, you're not going to notice any difference in terms of detail clarity. I could tell here. Pretty good visibility and wide viewing angles. Nice color reproduction too. The internals are the same, so they're powered by the quad-core 2.3 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor with 2 GB of RAM. And looking at two, they both have the same snappy performance. But then again, we know that Windows Phone in general has a very snappy feel. Now, the main difference between two, of course, the platform experience. You're going to get Windows Phone 8.1.1 with the Windows version, of course, and you're going to get the Android experience with Sense. Now, seeing that Windows has a very uniform look and execution, it doesn't really differentiate from other Windows phones out there, with the exception that you're going to get things like the HTC Blinkfeed. Now here's what's different. With the Android version, you can swipe in the home screen and you gain access to the Blinkfeed, which of course aggregates all the social networking content. It's nice that you have quick access to it, but with the Windows version, it's actually more like a dedicated application. So you run it, it's not really something that's as accessible compared to the HTC One M8 for Android. And on top of that, you're going to see some other enhancements, such as the HTC Sense TV application. The other thing I was told is that it uses some of the same motion launch gestures of the HTC One M8. So you double tap the screen, you could turn it on, you could turn it off. The other thing is that I'm not sure if they're going to have the other gestures available. It doesn't look like it, whereas you could do the swipe gestures with the Android version to do several different functions. So that's another thing you want to take notice of. Price point, it's going to be $100 for the Windows version, and right now the Android one, of course, is $200, but it's worth noting that that is a promotional price point, so at some point we'll probably go back to the same $200 price point. So the only thing left to do is just see how they perform in other key categories like their cameras. We're going to assume it's going to be identical, seeing the same hardware, but you never know. They might have done some enhancements to improve it. But that's a quick first look between the HTC One M8 for Windows and the Android version. So if you guys want to learn more about it, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com. It's John V. Thanks for watching.